Hey everybody, I'm back on here on Wednesday mornings or Wednesday lunchtime. Just saying, some of you may not know my history, right? It's sorry about Monday night. I couldn't do it. Again, I've got the same old excuse. Dad, who seems to be going to ER pretty much every week. We finally got a diagnosis yesterday. Yay! But it's like it's every time I plan something, it's why aren't your dad's going to ER? Or urgent care, whichever you call it. And good news is yesterday he finally got a diagnosis. It's we've always thought it was a heart. He always complained about his heart. It's not. It's dementia. So that changes life a lot. So my plans to do Vancouver keeps changing. I'm no longer doing this thing. I'm no longer doing the BMO. That was off the table at least 4 or 5 calls from home ago. So just I'm still doing the Vancouver Sun Run. I've actually canceled that trip 5 times, but I booked it back again and I got a Airbnb. Yay. They let me back in after canceling forever. I'm going. I'm just going to go do it. I'm going to spend 4 days in Vancouver and just enjoy myself, enjoy the 10K. That's my whole goal. But for the rest of you, we're training for Vancouver or Ottawa, or I think there's something in Toronto. Calgary, of course, is in May, next month, which is hard to believe. It's May. Apparently, it's supposed to be plus 20 or something this weekend here in Edmonton, which is really great. Maybe I'm just not ready to show my white legs off yet. It says shorts for my run, and it's going to be a bit pale. Anyhow, but you've got it. You've got this. You're at the point now. I mean, you're thinking 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 5.5 weeks till race day. You've been doing this for I'm going to say 12 weeks, 11 to 12 weeks, maybe more, maybe less, maybe forever. But you've been doing this, so don't change a thing. Don't change a thing. The more experienced guys know this, or more experienced people know this. I got to quit saying guys. Sorry about that, guy, everybody. But it's this is it. You've got it. You've got this done. Um, when you wake up every morning, just say that to yourself, and especially on race day or run day morning, you got this. Whatever you do between now and then is not going to make the race run any better. You're at that point where that's it. It's you've got this done. But there's things you can do that can ruin it, right? You could start running even more and not take your rest days. You could say, I'm going to go do hardcore and do like 25 hill repeats. You have to decide. Hopefully, you decided before now what's going to happen for those next 4 or 5 weeks. Have you decided, are you going to do speed work? How important speed work is to you, and what kind of speed work are you going to do? Are you going to head out and do 1 mile repeats or 1K repeats or 1.6 kilometer repeats? Fine. If you got that set, figure that out and figure where you're going to do that. Map that route. A lot of people be heading for probably outdoor tracks now because it's warm across the world. So find a track that's a 400 or 200-meter track. Most are 400, and figure that out. How are you going to do that? Are you going to do uh, intervals? What are you going to start with? What are you going to build up to? And do you need that? I'm going to say if you want, intervals are fun. It can be fun. You wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't fun. You can do your hill repeats as speed training as well. If you want to keep doing hill repeats, that's fine. Just when your program says rest, recover, do that. Don't overdo it because again, you don't want to get injured. You don't want to get hurt. How are your shoes? Are the shoes fine? Have you got your shoes figured out for race day? Are your shoes maybe not going to make it for 26 miles or 10 miles or 10K or 8K, whichever race you're doing or run you're doing. If it's not, if you're iffy, buy that new shoe now. That shoe you're going to race in. Maybe the shoe you have now will get you to race day, but you want to have that shoe ready. So I would say my suggestion before was go buy that shoe now. I would say match the shoe you've been training in. Take that shoe you've been training in. If you think it's good for another 26 miles or 13 kilometers, or if you're doing the BMO 8K or the Sunrun 10K, will it last for that race? Will it be fine for that race? Even take it to like a running room or a Foot Locker, not a Foot Locker, but somebody that actually sells running shoes rather than pickleball shoes. Sorry. Just, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying go to somebody who knows what they're talking about and say, is this going to get me through that race? And buy another shoe that matches that for your next 4, 5.5, 6 weeks of training. And that training shoe you had up until then, use that on race day. The days of breaking the shoes are probably pretty much history. You should be able to throw in a shoe and just go, but I just say to be safe. A lot of times it's just this. But have that training shoe you've trained for in the last 10, 12 weeks and use that on race day, but let it rest for that length of time. So it's ready to go. And once you're done that race, you've got a new pair of shoes for your training for your next race or run, your next goal. So I would say that because you want to be, everything's got to be picked by right now. What you're going to wear on race day, what your diet's going to be the night before, the morning of. Um, Hydration, how's that fixed? You should know what's going to be on course now, where the water stations and hydration stations rather, and nutrition stations are if they are. Where are the porta potties? That's going to be another thing too, right? How are you getting to the start of the race? Are you walking out your door, your hotel room, or at home, driving and parking? Are you taking a bus, subway, riding with friends, which I think is preferable? Find somebody that is doing that. So, find somebody that you can carpool with and have look after your keys while you're running or your whatever, your wallet. That's always cool too. But have that planned. We'll talk a bit about more race day maybe next week. I'm going to say Monday, but who knows? I don't think I'm going to know until this weekend what my life is going to look like after this last visit to the hospital, but who knows? But yeah, have that figured out. Your training's set, your plans are set, and just repeat after me. You have got this. It's where you're at. One coach once told me when you're on that start line, you're done. You've got that finish line. You figured out how you're. It's just almost in contrast. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? It's your focus is on the run, but you've done. You know what you have to do. You just have to run. But when you start, you know you're going to get to that finish line, and you're going to be upright and smiling. And then this is where hopefully you decide what your goals are for the day. Are you training qualifying for Boston? I'm going to say if you have the background for Boston, yes, you're qualifying for it. So have that in mind. And realize during the race or the run, you're gonna at some point, especially halfway, look at your watch and see, okay, what do I have to do now? I'm gonna have to pick it up, or I'm doing fine. If you should be doing fine because you've been doing the training. But if not, you may have to pick it up a little bit, but be prepared for that. Prepared for, okay, I've got to pick this up for the next 10K, right? Or for maybe the next interval. But have that planned. Have planned for that race day morning. If you're going for a certain goal time, fine, but also have two more goals. Have one that, okay, you'll be happy with, and one, yeah, it's good. I'm done. Right? It's because things happen. Who knows what the weather's gonna be like? Vancouver, it could be bombing hot. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be bombing hot. It's this the temperature rises this early in the year is kind of scaring me, just saying, but it's probably gonna be say the 20s. 20 would be fine, 25, maybe not. You're running along the ocean for some of it. You should be fine, but be prepared for that. Are you going to wear a tank top? Are you going to wear a t-shirt? Shorts? What shorts do they chafe? Check that out. Are you carrying hydration with you? If you're using a hydration pack, is that going to chafe? If you have a water carrier, is it going to chafe on your middle of your back? Have your body glide set. Have your strategy planned. Night before. Are you going out with friends? You know what you're going to eat. Check out with the locals. That's what I've done a lot, and it's always worked out well. I remember one Victoria or full marathon, which, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking about full marathons. I've sort of swore off those. I'd like to do another one, but 66, maybe not. But I always book a restaurant for friends with us and friends, like whoever, and pick a restaurant that other people recommend. But when you go into the restaurant, I remember this Victoria. I wish I could even remember the name of the restaurant, but we went in and the guy was actually a runner. And I just did the easiest thing. I said, "What do you suggest?" And it was perfect. And it was exact opposite what I would have picked. It was actually spicier than I would have picked. Sorry about the glasses; they keep falling down. But just ask for advice. But and then the morning of, make sure you have something to eat. Again, most of us don't need a lot. For me, it's like a banana and a glass of water. I have tried banana peanut butter sandwiches, but the bread part didn't really work so well. So just a banana, a glass of water, I'm gone. If you're doing a marathon, you might need a little bit more, but the trick is what you've had the night before should carry through at least the first half of that marathon. Figure out what you should have already figured out your gels or what you're going to use. I'm using Seven Summit snacks, which are like chocolate bar that actually melts, and then you take it like a gel, which is really, really cool. But you have to have that figured out by now. It's not like surprise and race morning. Don't change anything, and don't change anything. Make that your part of your mantra too. You got this. Don't change anything. The next is just fun runs, training a little bit, then recovery, and then race. That's bottom line. So hope you have this done. I'm going to probably, once the marathon weekend is done, I'm going to say after the Vancouver Marathon, I'm going to change this up a bit and make it more starting again. I know a lot of people here in Edmonton will be training for the Edmonton event, marathon, half, um, I think 10K, 5K, which is on August. I don't have the dates memorized. I'm going to say August 18th or 17th. So you're pretty much 20 weeks away from that, which 20 weeks. So the end of August is 20 weeks away. September, a few more weeks, and then winter. So don't think about that. Think about what's coming up first. But I'm going to say this. I think I tried recording this twice. This is my second shot. Start thinking now about what happens next. Make that your, I got to say visualization, visualize the course, race day, whatever, but also think about maybe even register for something right after. So once you finish, recovery is going to be important for the full marathon. For the half marathon, you could probably do a half marathon the week after for a lot of people, but pick out what you're going to do, say 3 months after the race day is done. Pick something, pick a 5K, pick an adventure race, pick a triathlon. Just have that planned and booked and registered. So once you're done, you take that rest and you just don't stop doing anything. I think that's important. You want to make sure you got something booked, because this is what I usually do when I finish a race. I finish, and it's almost like it's not a disappointment, but it's definitely a denouement, I guess, from after reading the climax of running, and then you sit back and think, is that all there is? Is that it? I've been thinking about this a lot. I don't know why. Like, why do we run? And I don't know if other people do that or other runners. We're not being chased by anything. Why are we running? When did we say that running is good for us? We do it because it feels good. It'd probably be better if we were chased by something in as prehistoric times, but yeah, we run because it feels good. If it's not feeling good, figure that out. I've crossed so many paths with people that said, I don't like running. And then you find the type of running they like. And that maybe after the event, make that your goal. Find something different. Do if you've only ever done a road race, pick an off-road race afterwards. If you've only been training on concrete and asphalt, that would be a bonus. Maybe throw a bike ride in there somewhere. Start getting biking and maybe do a biathlon or do a triathlon. Do a short course triathlon. And then, but pick something. Keep it going afterwards. And yeah, if you're not happy as a runner, there's different types of runs. There's different types of training. I know when I started first starting out taking learn to run clinics, or took a learn to run clinic, we all sort of, yeah, we wanted to learn to run. But that group of people, as time went by, we sort of all splintered apart. We still kept getting together for Saturday morning runs, but some went into like ultra marathons and adventure runs through the Rockies and stuff, and whatever, being chased by bears. And some went straight to triathlon. Some said, I don't really need to do a marathon. I'm going to start doing just 10K. So they focused on that. So this is where you're starting to think about that for people that are doing this for the first time. Those of you that have the experience, you know what your goal is afterwards. But I'm going to say just pick that up now. Anyhow, that's me talking for like half an hour with an interval. I'm waiting for another phone call from my mom because she's not doing well either. But yeah, keep this going. We'll talk next. I'm going to book this for Monday night. I think my wife is home, so if something has to happen, I will not have to answer the phone. But let's plan on that. And yeah, have a great training. Enjoy the weather.